This is a deadly game. I had a tube shoved in my mouth, connected to 2 containers, one filled with tap water, the other with sulfuric acid. Nick gave my boyfriend Smith 2 choices, either pick one himself or hand the decision back to Nick. Here's what happened. Not long ago, Nick's brother was bullied with a nasty postcard. It drove him to hang himself. Nick's been desperate to find out who sent it, so he set up this twisted game to force the truth out of us. But the thing is, we honestly have no idea. With the countdown almost over, Smith pointed at random. Nick opened the container, and liquid started flowing slowly into my mouth. Thank God, it was the water. I lucked out and survived. But this life or death version of Truth or Dare wasn't over. This time the bottle pointed at Nick. He didn't hesitate. He picked truth. So I asked him straight up, "Why did you lure the 5 of us here?" That's when Nick explained. On his brother's graduation photo by his bed, only our 5 faces were scratched up with a knife. That meant the sender had to be one of us. He said every one of us was going to pay, in blood. Everyone lost it after hearing that, but the game went on. This round, the bottle landed on me. I picked Dare, and that's how the punishment fell on Smith. He became the next test subject. Smith's chair tipped backward, and they forced another tube into his mouth. I didn't hesitate. I chose left. But I had no idea Nick had switched the containers. The next second, unknown liquid flowed down the tube. It ate through Smith's organs almost instantly. He jerked, then went still. I completely broke down. Then Nick, almost politely, draped a blanket over Smith's body like nothing happened. Just as Nick was about to spin the bottle again, someone started knocking on the door. Turns out it was his friend looking to hang out. Annoyed, Nick took one of the unhurt guys and went out to shoo him away. That's when the rest of us started rocking our chairs, desperate to break free. I felt around and found a knife, managed to cut myself loose. But hearing Nick about to come back, I had to leave the others. I jumped out the window and ran for help. By the time Nick returned, I'd already stumbled through the dark into his family's estate. I was just looking for a phone to call the cops when I pushed open a door, and what I saw froze me in place. Nick's brother Tom wasn't dead. He was lying in bed, hooked to an IV, a vegetable, and there was a giant screen showing everything happening back in the cabin. I begged Tom to stop this, but the next moment the butler walked in, holding a shotgun.